Okay. Episode 4 of For Real, A Journey Toward Authenticity. This is always unscripted, so it may be all over the place. Don't know. But today, I wanted to talk about relationships. Now, that's a real broad topic, so, I'm sure it'll span several episodes, but we'll kind of touch on it today and certain thoughts about it. My lovely wife and I have an amazing relationship, and it's highly regarded by people who know us and care about us, friends, family, whatever. They all talk about how we are such a perfect match and have such a wonderful relationship and have been told we're an inspiration to others, which is awesome. So I thought I might talk about that a little bit and why our relationship really works. First of all, and most of all, we're friends. We're best friends. We were friends before we became romantically involved. And that makes a huge difference in the success of a relationship. We never lose sight, never have, never will, have we lost sight of the fact that we're best friends and the desire to be best friends. And so, like I said, I believe that's one of the most important factors as to why our relationship works, is that we place so much importance on that friendship. And I've known several couples that if they weren't romantically involved, they wouldn't even hang out. It's the damnedest thing. And isn't that funny how we do in relationships? Because, what's the point in pairing up? Unless it makes each of your lives better for having done so. Most of what you get from a committed relationship can be gotten elsewhere. Companionship? There's an app for that. Sex? Hell, there's an app for that. But if you really like someone, you get all excited about them. And you commit to a relationship with them only to turn around and start keeping score and complaining. It doesn't make much sense, does it? If you're a guy and you so look forward to a night out with the boys, so you can get away from the old ball and chain, it's not necessarily a good thing. And you ladies, if you live for girls' night so that you can really cut loose and be yourself, you may either be with the wrong person or going about it wrong. And it may seem like a little too much to expect, that maybe not everybody can find a best friend and a mate in one person. But I don't think so. I don't think that's impossible at all. Because with the right work within yourself and within that relationship, I think you can find that person. And you can find that best friend in your mate, possibly even in your current mate. If you kind of detach from the preconceived notions maybe that you came into the relationship with, the expectations that were set that were perhaps unrealistic. I think that's another thing we do is we put the wrong expectations on a situation where we're sharing our most intimate thoughts, feelings, and emotions and our bodies with a person who you wouldn't even hang out with half the time if you had the choice. That can lead to resentment and just a myriad of problems. Because that person, out of everyone in the world, should be the one we can trust the most, that we can be the most vulnerable with. And that's not always the case. But it can be if you lay the right foundation. You've heard it before in romantic relationships, never stop being their boyfriend or girlfriend. Very true. My wife and I still flirt. We still like to thrill the other with the things, the playful little things that we would as if we were still dating. Because I know she's still that wonderful girl I met almost 30 years ago. That didn't change when we got together romantically. I know she still wants to feel sexy and beautiful and playful and fun. And she knows I do too, And we each put aside that notion of what's in it for me? What am I getting out of this? And so just really concentrate on making the other person happy. And that it's a feedback loop, The more you give, the more you get. She and I have worked ourselves into an environment where we're practically in a competition to outgood the other, to be better and better to each other every single day, because it immediately comes back to us. She makes me feel like a hero, and the more she makes me feel like a hero, the more heroic I get. And the more I point out the things that I genuinely love about her, the more those things become magnified in her. And trust me, she gives me plenty to love about her every single day. Oh, don't get me started on that. There's not enough time. But speaking of time, let's wrap this up for now. So to summarize, one of the best, most fulfilling, loving relationships I've ever been in or witnessed is the one between my wife and I. And I believe that's largely because we are both committed to making each other's lives better. And we focus on what we want, and we don't focus on what we don't want. If we want more love, attention, affection, respect, laughter, any of that, then that's what we give, and it comes right back to us. That's the way the universe works, and that's the way our relationship works. And we're best friends. I want the very best for her, so I try to be the very best for her. And she feels the same way, and it works. So there. How does this relate to authenticity? Well, as we talked before, if you look within yourself and become more self-aware, you'll discover a sense of self-worth. And you just may find that you have a lot of love to give. And as you give, so you shall receive. Oh, that's a deep one. Oh, yeah. And if you keep it real, you just may find yourself a real one. Oh, yeah. All right, that's it. See you next time.